What's cracking like in YouTube? This friendly neighborhood ball of chaos, absolute destruction here, and I am bringing you the week 1 of the NPCC. And I first want to apologize for a couple things. One, as you can tell, or you might not be able to tell, I don't know, I'm sick. I'm coming off the flu, so I am doing my best to get this battle recorded so I can get up for you all to see. Secondly, I want to apologize for this battle being late. It was supposed to be up on Saturday. It is now Sunday evening, and then it will be going up as soon as the battle's rendered. It might not be till Monday morning. So, yay for lateness. Lastly, I want to apologize that there are some windy noises outside. The wind is blowing really strong, so I apologize for that now. This is like my third or fourth attempt trying to record this battle, so let's just get right into it. I'm bringing, if you do not know what we're bringing, check the description down below for our team builder video. Go check it out. Go drop a like button on that and a like button on this video, please. I'd truly appreciate it. But we're bringing the Amapalm, we brought Azelf, Embor, Ferrothorn, Tapu Fini, and Hippowdon. And my opponent's bringing Steelix, Porygon 2, Mamoswine, Magnezone, Victini, and Greninja. So let's go ahead and get into this battle. Now, I decided to lead with Amapalm, and my opponent decides to lead with Steelix here. Now, make sure you go check out Max Rapture's his side of the battle. Go check out his YouTube channel and all that type of stuff. He's a great battler. Go check him out. Go see his reaction to the video. He did a live comp, so you'll see his mindset as the battle went on. This is our mindset after the battle. But I'll go for a fake out here just to get some residual damage off. Also to see, is he leftovers? Is he Rocky Helmet? What is he? Find out, we don't know. I found out after the battle that he is some sort of berry, Agru berry or something like that. I don't know what the exact berry it was. He says it in his video. I can't remember what the exact berry was, but I don't really have to worry about that. So he goes for the Heavy Slam. I eat that up, so we're good. We're good. Theoretically, I should have gone to Ferrothorn at this point, but I didn't, so oh well. I'm not too worried about that. So he decides to switch out here into his Greninja. I guess predicted me to go for Stealth Rock, something like that. Nope. I decided to go for Earthquake. Just because he has everything on his team, does not want to take an Earthquake. He did not bring his Golbat, which I thought he was going to bring. He did not bring his Buzzwole, which I thought he was going to bring. So I got a free Earthquake off on anything that came in. Now, I wish I made the prediction of him possibly going for Toxic Spikes here and switching out, because Moose might have been able to live a serve, maybe. But I decided to switch out here into Mick James just because I knew I'll be able to get a betting move that comes up my way. And he decides to go for his Toxic Spikes here, and I was like, oh, already then. And this is where my first misplay happens, is that I don't know why, I don't know what possessed me to want to go for Taunt here, but he decides to U-turn out. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't know why I went for Taunt. Maybe I predicted him to go to Porygon 2, so I taunted his Porygon 2 so he can't recover. I don't know. But he goes to the Magnezone here, and I was like, well, crap. Ola. This sucks for me. Now, I predicted him to go for an Electric type move, which theoretically might not be the best prediction here because he would know that I have a Hippowdon on the back. He sort of read me like a book. That was switch out to Hippowdon here. But I do. I go back into Moose, have my Hippowdon, and he goes for Flash Cannon, which is a good prediction on his part. I eat it up. Does a lot of damage, almost half. But I still eat it up. And then my leftover recovery, and then I slack off this next turn. He decides to switch out here, hard switch into his Porygon 2, which is fine. I decide to go for my slack off here just to get some sort of HP back. Now I expect me to do half my HP and bring it back into full, which is great. I have a full Mamoswine back in. Awesome. But I decided to stay in just to get my own Stealth Rocks up, because I sort of needed those rocks up in the first place. So I do that. Yay for Stealth Rocks. So we do that. And here's Shadow Ball, which doesn't really do a whole lot, so that's fine. I decided to switch into Ferrothorn here, thinking that, hey, he's not going to want to... he can't touch me. He can't, and I should have made that prediction that he would go into his Magnezone here afterwards, but I didn't. That was my stupidity. I was like, well, crap. now locked in due to Magnapole. If he was analytic, I would have been so much happier, but he wasn't. So I was stuck in here with Magnapole, but I went for the knockoff, and then I knocked off his Assault Vest. Yeah, he was rocking an Assault Vest, so I knocked that off. Yay, for Assault Vest gone. He lets you go for Hidden Power Fire here. That's fine. I eat it up because I think I'm max special defensive, max HP, so we're good to go there. I get my leash sheet off just to get residual damage off of him and healing myself back up. Now, I decided to go, if I was leftovers here instead of Rocky Helmet, I might have been able to do a lot better off here, but I wasn't, so there's that. But I decided to go for the Protect here. Eat up a Hidden Power Fire. Don't have to worry about that. Sorry, my nose is really bothering me. So again, I apologize for that. So I decided to go for a double Protect here, hoping and praying that I can just. I knew I wouldn't be able to get a third one off, but if I can get a second one off, then at least this thing will be a lot lower. But I don't, and he takes me out with a Hidden Power Fire, which is fine. Not too worried about that. So he goes into his moose here. I go into my moose here, not his, mine. And again, I make bad predictions. I should have known that he was going to switch out, and but I just went for the Earthquake anyways, because I knew that going into this thing he was going to eat up Earthquake no matter what. So that was just my fault. And he's another download special attack boost. So I was like, come on, can you just get attack once instead of special attack, just so you don't do as much damage? That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. But I decided to switch out here. I think into my Tapu Fini here, because there's really no. I either switch to my Tapu Fini or I switch into my M-Pump here. I don't remember which. But I'm doing it with my Tapu Fini here. I should know this by now. I've watched this video like 2 or 3 times now. I'm trying to record this damn thing. So we found out here that apparently Misty Surge happens after Toxic Spikes. So that sort of sucks for us. Now, I should have taunted this thing here, so I know it can recover. But I think I decided to switch out anyways. I don't remember what I did here. I think I switched out. So I don't even know why I went to this thing in the first place. I really don't. That was really... I do go for Nature's Madness. I think I went for Nature's Madness just to get his HP down, or force him to recover. But he goes for a Discharge here, and I eat it up pretty well since it's not Stab, which I'm very happy that I ate that up. Very, very happy that I ate that up. But so I decided to switch out here, knowing that he'll either go for a Recover or he'll go for another Discharge. Hoping that he would go for a Recover, I decided to go into Kazarian and my Impomp, and this is where another misplay that I made, is that I should have gone for Fake Out here. And he told me that he was thinking I was going to go for Fake Out because that would have been the logical, correct thing to do. And it would have been if I went for Fake Out here, because it would just, I might have been able to do more damage later on. But no, I went for the knockoff, just get rid of his EV Light, and he recovers. So I was like, well, now I decided to just, with this EV Light gone, I decided to just go for my Normalium Z's Breakneck Blitz, because I have Return on here, so it'll do a lot of damage. A crap ton of damage. But if you went for Recover here, then I would have been really screwed, because then like, well, all that was for nothing, because I don't kill here. If I had a Fighting type Z move and I went for the Fighting type, like if I had Brick Break and a Fighting Z, then I would have taken this thing out no problem. And I think that probably would have been a better play for me to do instead of the Normalium Z, but you know what, hindsight 2020. But I do live on 8, which is really cool for me because I do live it. I just go through the Return here after I live that, so now I can just take this thing out in one with a Return, and the thing is gone. We get a crit, but the crit does not matter. I guarantee you the crit does not matter. Now, my thing is I should have switched out, and because I would go for a Defog later, so I should have switched out to preserve this thing, so I get a Fake Out on something later on. But I don't, so I was like, well, crapola. So, but I just decided to just sack this thing off because there was really no point in me staying in with this thing. Because I have really no safe switch. I could have gone into Tapu Fini, which I should have done in the first place, but I didn't, so I was like, oh well, whatever. So I go to Tapu Fini here, and this is where my biggest misplay happens, is that I decided to defog away the hazards. And it wasn't really a misplay on, like, I could have got my, if my Hippowdon was gone, it definitely was a big misplay, but Hippowdon was still around, so I could have got hazards back up, but I didn't, so that was my fault. That was really my fault, that I should have just stayed in on this thing. I mean, I should not have defaulted away the rocks because it would be really, really helpful later on. But, you know, there's nothing I can do about that now. Because the rocks would have came in very handy later on in the battle. But at this point, I think I just let Mickey James die here because there's really no point in me staying in, keeping this thing around because this thing is pretty much useless at this point. So I just get Dangerous Madness off. If I had Scald, it probably would have taken this thing out, maybe. I might have been able to get lucky, the fact that I outspent this thing, but unfortunately, he goes for the Flash Cannon here. It brings me down to almost death, but my leftover recoveries, but the poison takes me out. If it wasn't for the poison, I would have survived, and I could have got off another Nature's Madness. But no, because my moveset was Taunt, Haze, because I figured Haze on a Buzzwall would be really, really useful. He didn't bring Buzzwall, so I was like, crap. Now here, knowing that he's gonna die here, that I can live a couple of hits, I should have gone for Stealth Rocks here, but I didn't. I just go for Earthquake to take this thing out. If I went for Stealth Rocks here, I would have been in really great shape, but I didn't, and that was my fault. I should have done the count to see how much a certain move did to another Pokemon later on, but there's nothing I can do about that now. Like I said. So, at this point, it's literally just down to 3-2. Well, 4-2. It's 4-2. It's not looking well for me because my Mamoswine was technically 4-3, but I consider Mamoswine almost dead at this point. Because he brings in his Victor Bravo, his beautiful name, by the way, for Tini, and he goes for Grassinium Z's Bloom Doom, whatever it's called. Because apparently he has Grass on this thing. So, he goes for his powerful Z move. Yeah, Bloom Doom. So he goes for that, and I was like, well, okay, that's fine. If he went for V-Create, I probably would have been in better shape, because I still, my next move would have done a lot better, but, oh well. Oh well. But I go to my Rusev here, knowing that he'll probably try to go for a Psychic against me, I decided to go for a Sucker Punch against him. Choice Bait and Sucker Punch, because I knew Choice Bait and Sucker Punch would do a lot. I knew it possibly wasn't going to kill, but at least I can do a lot of damage with it. And I live on 12 HP. A lot of my mons are just living barely. So I decided to go for Sucker Punch again and take this thing out, which is great. I'm perfectly fine with that. Perfectly A-okay with that. Now, at this point, I'm locked into here, and he was going to go for Heavy Slam to take me out. Or if I was going to switch into Azelf. He can't go for Earthquake because my Azelf has Levitate. So it was smart on his part to go for Heavy Slam here. Now I wish I got a crit or something to take more damage to that thing, but unfortunately not. So Rusev goes down here, and now it's 3-1. Azelf Tristratus, or Tristratu, how the game decided to put it, is sort of stuck here. We're sort of stuck with just 1 against 3. So I go for the Energy Ball, hoping it would kill, and it does. I get a crit, so there's the crit I needed, but I needed it with Sucker Punch, and I needed it with that, because apparently he was going to live Energy Ball no matter what. So I went for another Energy Ball here, and this is when Hazards was really going to be useful. If I had Hazards up, I would have been in much better condition here, because my freaking luck here, he decides to go for Ice Shard, which is smart on his part. He was Choice Scarf, apparently. But he goes for the Ice Shard. I go for the Energy Ball. And he lives on, like, so little. I'm just like, oh, man. Because now Ice Shard is in range of killing. And so I was like, well, I'm screwed. Because now he can take me out, and I lost. If I was able to, because I was Choice Scarf, so I was able to outspeed his Greninja, I would have taken it out if his Mamoswine decided to die, or if I had Hazards up. If I still had my Rocks up, that Mamoswine would have died, because it would have done enough HP for it to go down when it first came in, and then Energy Ball would have done enough damage for it to go down and die, and then I could have taken out the Greninja out of 1. But, hindsight 2020, there's nothing much I can do about that. It was a very good battle. Like I said, please hit that like button down below for us. I truly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button and help us grow the channel even more. Like I said, if you're not following Max Rapture, go check him out. He's a really good battler. As you can see in this battle, he plays really good predictions on his part, and he deserves all the support on the channel. So please go show him support. And with that, I'll see you all next week with our Week 2 battle. Deuce.